So James will start the match. Domsey's the higher seed, so he gets to choose. And if you notice with the PBA bowlers or any experienced player, the higher seed normally likes to finish first. There's a big difference in finishing the match and how you feel mentally, physically. If you can put somebody away, if you finish last and you know you need them all, you feel different, you throw it different. So a lot of the higher players, and when Ronnie comes back on in his match, you'll probably see him finish first as well. So first shot, 7-pin.
Yeah, he's the lefty, and the other players are the right-handers in the final. Amazing, we had out of the top 16 in round 1, there were 8 lefties and 8 right-handed players. But in the second round,
slowed down a little, but it's 3 and 5 still. It was a pretty good number. Earlier this morning, the lefties didn't have to follow their transition as much. A lot different look. The scoring pace is high.
Parker Bone led the first round. He bowled really great.
Parker mauled him 360-something over for 6 games. He bowled 837 his last 3 and never threw a double in the 10th frame the last 3 games.
Wow.
And if he would have doubled, he would have shot 860. So, but you know, when you're going through qualifying rounds, it's not a matter of when you strike. It's how you strike and whatnot. So, good shot, ring 10. Both players throwing good first balls.
Here's the slow motion.
6-pin right around the 10.
So the bowler's best friend.
Oh yeah, the single pin.
7 on the left side for Gruffman, and the 10-pin for Dom Barrett, both spared. There haven't been many spares this week.
No, but here's the thing. When you get to television, there's not as many lights here as normal TV shows, but the nerves get going, the anxiety gets going, scoring pace changes a little bit, not a lot, but you lose that one extra hit a game. Domsey's been here so many times, though, that I'm sure he's probably not feeling much pressure. Trips the 4-9. And I want to say I said lane 9 hooked a little bit more in lane 10 just a little bit ago. So see the ball come in high, headpin takes the 4 out. Didn't really see what hit the 9. Great break there to start. Now this might be the tallest left-hander I've ever seen bowl. It's almost, you can't compare him to Mika, but they're both extremely tall individuals. Comes up high, leaves a 7-pin, almost got the same hit Domsey did. But leaves him something to make.
Gruffman is trying for his first title on the European Bowling Tour. Dominic has a bunch. I said he
does have a few, yeah.
He's the European Bowling Tour point ranking leader, which means you must finish at the top or near the top in a lot of tournaments to make enough ranking points during the season.
If I'm not mistaken, James made it through the Desperado squad last night. Is that right?
That is a good question.
Let's bring out the good old trusty smartphone. Thank you, T-Mobile.
Did Gruffman bowl the Desperado squad last night?
70, yeah, he was the #1 seed at 279 during the Desperado. I want to say he had the front 8 or front 9.
I think. Yeah. That was his score, yeah.
So he's been bowling all day.
Yeah.
Good shot there, 6-pin.
You can always ask Mr. Beat. He's the statistic freak. Yeah, he and Flavio got the live stream together, which is, by the way, brought to you in cooperation with Dreamball Palace and, of course, a major sponsor of this event, Brunswick. The president of Brunswick Products, Mr. Brent Perrier, is
sitting down in the front row somewhere.
There he is over there. Flavio gonna find him. And here
There
he
he
is, president of Bowling Products, Mr. Brent Perrier. Back to Dom. Working on a strike.
Good shot there. Nice extension. Looks like he moves a little bit left.
Gruffman 3 single pin spares, and Dominic doubled in the second and third frame to take an early lead. But as I said, during the week, it seemed most of the games were 230, 240 and higher. So that means for those who are not familiar with all the rules, you need a 6-bagger in every game and bowl a clean game, no mistakes.
Domsey cuts one short, leaves the 3, 4, 6, 7, 10 combo, 5 through the middle, and puts James right back into the match. You see him put his hands up. I would guess that he's probably more surprised that the ball hooked early, leaving that split.
But there's still a good chance for him to make it.
It's got a hook. And gets
Not
2.
enough, yeah.
So bad count, doesn't help.
And the open either. So all in a sudden,
James
Gruffman can take the lead.
Right in the lead here with a good shot. Even making a spare puts him in the lead. This is what champions do. They take advantage of opportunities that you're given by your opponent. A little left to target. Came back, got the mixer.
And Gruffman's first strike puts him in the front and has a chance to him to pull away. Was another one.
He was the one lefty watching in round robin that was able to get the ball farther left of target than the other two and get it to come back and hit.
Yeah, and he didn't show many nerves. He was first. He went into the round robin in first place, dropped to 6, and came back to make the show.
Winning matches, very important.
Here's the standings.
So after 3 frames.
So we have a new tool.
Oh, look at this. Upgrading the technology. It's close. Good shot. 4-pin slaps the 7 out. The thing I like about James is he's real calm. You know, guys on tour, and we like to get amped up quite a bit, and I know I do. But, you know, his demeanor is just real slow. Great follow through. He's got pretty good balance for being a tall guy.
I would not wonder to see him on the Swedish team for the World Championships later this year.
Well, that'll be something that Thomas Lee Anderson will have to decide.
True. He was here this week.
He was here. Domsey, good shot. Rebounds off the bad one on the left. This shot right here, in my opinion, I like to think of things early. He's got to make a good move, an educated guess to stay within 19. If he doesn't, I'm thinking this match is over if he doesn't strike.
Yeah, that is because I said during the week you should have at least 5 strikes in a game. That,
great shot there.
Yeah.
Not sure exactly what the move was, but you could tell when he let go, he liked it. 19-pin match going into the 6th frame for James.
I'm putting some pressure on him.
Yeah, it just lets him know that he's still around. You know, if he misses there, he's up 39, maybe 49. But like I said, James is real calm. Doesn't seem nervous.
Yeah.
Good shot. Flat 7.
Another 7-pin for Gruffman.
That one there, he fell off a little bit at the end, and the ball just doesn't drive through it. The ball just hits flat, and 4-pin lays in the channel. We call that DOA, dead on arrival. But it's something you can make. Simple spare.
Just wanted to say, usually the Swedes are pretty good spare shooters. But that was... Okay, I'm pretty sure...
2-pin game.
He's happy that he got it.
But he didn't seem nervous. You know, he let go and he's like, I made it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, forget about that. Focus on the next shot.
James hit the pocket 5 out of 6 shots. He had the one come up high early. Domsey's got 5 out of 6 pocket shots, 1 split.
This one...
Ooh. Pretty good shot. Just came up lazy again. Leaves the shaker 5-pin. But it's one of the things with the racks in this building. You come up light, you think you're going to get that light mixer, and that 5-pin just spins there.
Yeah, it was even a tough race to make one of the 64 spots to make the finals today. Yesterday that was an exciting night actually, because due to an early delay we finished really late, and the last spot in the top 52 who advanced was a drama. Was Glenn Morton Peterson. He needed a 5-bagger, 9 spare to tie for 1392, and that was exactly what he got in the last game.
And Martin Larson pulled 270 over to get a bye after bowling 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, he moved into 4th place in the last squad.
Domsey. Ooh.
Oh, come on.
So not a terrible shot there, but watching from the side, to me it looked just a tad slow. And when it cuts a little slow, it picks up soon. Gets the 4-pin out there a little early, but...
and leaves the 9.
That one there would have been a lead change for him. But leaves the 9, makes an easy spare here.
Okay.
Well, normal easy spares, and they're making them look hard.
Still
8-pin
in
match.
the lead for the Swede. 3 flames remaining, and that means still plays for 5 strikes.
Anything can happen right now. Both of them are very close of throwing those big strikes, but like you mentioned, you thought it'd be a big score. It looks like 220 is going to be a good score.
Good shot.
Fell off a little at the end, but still posted it when he needed to let go.
And Ronnie is practicing on lane 21-22.
Trying to get loose and getting ready. He'll come over here, have a couple practice balls.
Well, I think that guy feels some pressure now.
You think James does? Or Ronnie does?
I think Ronnie.
Ronnie's definitely going to feel, anytime you're the #1 seed, you're going to feel pressure because you have a chance to win. And you're the #1 seed, you got 1 game to bowl, and you win. So, but...
yeah, for him...
Ronnie feels good.
Just... There's so many things at stake for him.
Yes.
First title,
a lot more at stake
TOC,
than these two gentlemen.
Ooh.
So shaker 10, almost 5-10. So his ball's starting to get a little lazy going down the lane. He's going to make a small adjustment. Most lefties move left.
Motion, yeah. Stand tall, yeah.
But he has a little higher rev rate than most. I would guess he's going to probably move in just a tad and slow it up and get the ball to try to drive through the pocket.
Let's see if he can hit the 10-pin harder than a 7.
Just needs to hit it to knock it over. That's all that matters. So.
Makes it interesting.
3-pin game. If they both strike out, of course. But considering there's only been 2 doubles, I'm liking 2-0 as a winner right now. So foundation frame. The one thing for James is he cannot strike here and shut and have the opportunity to shut Dominic out. Dominic has everything in his hands right now going into the 9th and 10th.
And it was his decision to finish first, so now he can...
Different thought process. Looks pretty good. And just hydroplaned. Lofted a little bit. Ball never picked up. Helps Domsey out a little bit.
163 in the 8s, and considering how tough the spares were.
Well, double wood on a 46-foot pattern. You got to make sure the ball picks up early enough to drive through both of them. There was some double wood spares this week where the player hit the one in the front and it didn't drive through and hit the one in the back. So I'm guessing he'll just move a couple boards left, throw a strike ball.
And that is what he tries.
Looks pretty good.
And gets it.
Good spare there.
Good for us. Makes it more interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely don't want to see an open there. I mean,
yep.
Doms of course does, but Doms has everything in his control. Strike in the 9th, first one in the 10th, a winner, unless he gets 5-2 again. But Doms just wants to make a good shot here. Probably make a little move off the 9-pin in the 8th frame.
And there's also a little difference between 3rd and 2nd place prize money.
To them, I mean, money's money. Don't get me wrong. Everybody loves money.
Oh!
The title means a little bit more. At least that's my philosophy.
Another great shot.
Put his hand up. I think he might have thought he was going to ring 10 there.
And that means if he doesn't throw another 5 count after the double, as he did before.
Yeah, this one here pretty much locks it up. Needs strike 8 to win. Would give him 214. 3rd place, I believe, is 5,000 euros. 2nd place is 7,500, and the champion will earn 15,000 euros.
Which is not bad going into the TOC. Ooh, and leaves
and a flat 10
pin on this shot.
The ball never drove through it.
What gives James still the opportunity to win it.
That was
but
like
first
got to make the spare. Still needs to make the spare. Focus on this shot here.
Yeah.
Good spare.
Perfect.
Now this ball is important too because if James goes strike spare, he shoots 203. Doms needs 7 and higher. A 6, there's a possible tie. Dom has gotten 5, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably get more than 5 here. Strike for 207.
I think he wished it would be the other way around.
Yeah.
Was the 10 pin.
I was hoping that
but
was
it is like it is. 207
beforehand.
for Dominic. And now
pin just takes out the 10 at the last moment. So
anything else but a strike would make.
Needs them all. Needs a double.
Dominic the winner.
Double and 4 to win. And this is that whole thought process of being the higher seed, finishing first, putting the pressure on your opponent. Dom just sits there and watches. There's no pressure for him right now. Everything's on the left-hander from Sweden.
Looks pretty relaxed.
He looks pretty relaxed. He's hit the pocket every shot on this right lane.
Here comes James.
Ooh, close. Got the shaker hit. Good tempo walking back off the approach. He looks comfortable. He knows the situation, just like everybody else in this building. Great crowd on hand.
And I think Brian Himmler at home, he's on his side.
Brian Himmler is hoping for a strike right here if he's watching or paying attention. But there's college basketball on at home. And if I want to say the Ohio State Buckeyes are playing, I'm thinking he's watching that right now instead of this. So here we are. Needs a strike to pretty much get through. That's close.
Looks good, yeah.
Oh, slaps out the 7, gives it a little slap. Great shot by James, sitting. James needs 4 pins to advance. Great shot there by the Swede.
Never count a Swede out.
Yeah, 4's a tie, 5's a win. I haven't seen a left-hander get 4 in a long, long time. He's just going. He didn't set up at all.
And his teammate has... Ooh, okay, that's enough. Yeah, he knew it.
Got enough to survive. 210, 207 final score. James Gruffman will move on to bowl Ronnie Russell. Both of them looking for the title of the Brunswick Euro Challenge.
Stay tuned. We will be back in a few minutes.